Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the presenting sponsor of the 2021 North Carolina Faith and Freedom Coalition Salt and Light Conference, Bo Hines.
Well, it's an absolute privilege to be speaking here in front of you guys today. I want to thank Faith and Freedom and Jason Williams for putting this on. I mean, this is an incredible organization that does amazing grassroots work across our state and across the country. And I'm just absolutely honored to be here with you guys. My name is Bo Hines, and I'm running for Congress in North Carolina's 13th district. But before I get started on anything political, I got to ask, are there any football fans in here today? Are there any NC State football fans in here today? All right, good, because we're going to need some prayers when we take on the Clemson Tigers at 3:30, so I'd greatly appreciate that. But really, I wanted to start by telling you guys a story that my dad used to tell me as a young kid. And it's about a man that lived in a rural town, and he strolled into a diner on a Monday, and he called for everyone's attention. He proclaimed up on a table, "I just want to let you guys know that this Saturday, I'm going to take my wheelbarrow, and I'm going to walk across a high wire over a canyon." And everyone in this diner laughed at him, except for one farmer. And this farmer followed him to the outskirts of town, and sure enough, he saw that this man had a high wire set up, and he had his wheelbarrow up there, and he was going back and forth like it was a breeze. So the farmer comes back into the diner the next day, and he starts talking to everyone else in the town. He says, "Hey, I'm telling you what, this guy's practicing. I've seen him do it." He says, "As a matter of fact, I believe in this guy. I'll bet every single man in here $100 that he can walk across that canyon on this high wire." And everyone laughed and everyone chastised, but he went back out to where this man was practicing. And he said, "Hey, I just want to let you know that I've been defending you. I want to let you know that I believe in you and I have faith that you're going to get across this wire." So sure enough, the man looks at him and says, "Well, I appreciate that." He goes, "But do you actually believe in me?" The farmer says, "Well, yeah, I bet every single person $100. He goes, "Yeah, but do you actually believe?" The farmer pauses for a second and he said, "Yes." The man says, "Well, how about on Saturday you get in the wheelbarrow?" The reason that story resonates with me is because it poses a question we should ask ourselves every day. Are we in God's wheelbarrow? It's one thing to talk about it. It's one thing to throw money at an issue and hope it gets solved. But are we active fighters in our communities every single day working to protect our shared Christian values? From the time that I was a little kid, I've heard politicians come around every election cycle, and they've made us many promises. They've promised that they're going to be fiscally responsible. They've promised to secure our border. They've promised to reinvest back into our communities. They've promised to end illegal immigration. They've promised to protect our rights. And most importantly, they've promised to put God first. We've seen a lot of empty promises. Our country's $30 trillion in debt. We have biological men competing in female athletics. We have rampant illegal immigration. We have crumbling infrastructure. We're watching our rights be stripped away before our eyes. And we're watching the secular left try to take God out of every aspect of our community. Well, I can tell you this right now. This ends today. In 2022, there is going to be a surge like you've never seen before. We have America First patriots that are fighting to take this country back. And together as believers, we have to mobilize as one unit to protect those values that we hold near and dear. The Republican Party is the party of optimism. It's the party of inclusivity, and it's also the party of God. And we're going to stand up and proclaim it. We've run from it for too long, and we can't afford to play defense any longer. It's about time that we go on offense and work together to take this country back because we still believe in and embrace the American dream.